It is 1898. The telephone is 11 years old. Television does not exist. The internet is a century away. And a sales trainer named Elias St. Elmo Lewis is teaching a course on advertising in Philadelphia, where he describes what he considers the fundamental sequence of any successful persuasion effort. Attract attention. Maintain interest. Create desire. Get action. 125 years later, the same 4 stages underpin the structure of every effective advertisement, email campaign, sales pitch, product launch video, and investor presentation you will encounter this week. The specific medium has changed beyond anything Lewis could have imagined. The channel is different, from newspaper to television to smartphone. The format is different, from print to video to personalized push notification. The speed is different, from weeks to milliseconds. And yet the human psychology that AIDA describes has not changed at all. People still need their attention captured before they will engage. They still need their interest held before they will invest time. They still need desire created before they will consider acting. And they still need a clear path to action before they will move. AIDA is not a marketing framework that happened to survive. It is a model of human persuasion psychology that marketing found a name for. Welcome to The Catalyst. This is episode 18. Today we cover the AIDA model, how it works, why each stage has its own specific requirement, where the model is most commonly misapplied, and how it connects to modern digital marketing, sales, and communication strategy. AIDA describes a linear sequence of psychological states that a person moves through before taking a desired action. Each stage has its own requirements. Skipping a stage produces predictable failure. Confusing one stage with another produces waste. The first stage is attention. Before anything else can happen, the audience must notice you. In an environment of extraordinary information density, the average person in 2024 is estimated to encounter between 4,000 and 10,000 advertising messages per day. Capturing attention is the most competitive and most rapidly evolving challenge in marketing. Effective attention strategies have one thing in common across every era: they interrupt the pattern. Something unexpected, something visually arresting, something emotionally resonant, something that breaks the rhythm of whatever the audience was doing before they encountered your message. Apple's iconic 1984 Super Bowl commercial, showing a lone runner destroying a screen projecting a figure of conformity, had no product features, no pricing, no call to action. It had 30 seconds of pure pattern interruption that made every viewer stop and ask, "What was that?" The second stage is interest. Capturing attention is a brief victory. Holding interest is the harder challenge. Interest is sustained when the content is relevant to what the audience actually cares about, and when it delivers enough genuine value or curiosity to justify continued engagement. The most common AIDA failure is capturing attention through novelty and then failing to convert it to interest because the subsequent content is generic, self-referential, or irrelevant. The advertisement for a financial product might lead with a striking visual, then transition immediately into product features that mean nothing to someone who has not yet been given a reason to care. Attention seized. Interest lost immediately. Effective interest building is always audience-specific. Nike does not build interest by talking about shoe specifications. It builds interest by talking about the aspiration, the athlete's identity, the culture the product represents. The product features are secondary to the story the customer wants to inhabit. Effective interest building starts with the audience's world, not the product's. The third stage is desire. Interest keeps someone watching. Desire makes them want. The shift from interest to desire is the shift from intellectual engagement to emotional pull. From, "This is interesting," to, "I want this." Desire is created through a combination of aspiration and identification. Aspiration, showing what life with this product looks like, and identification, showing that people like the prospect already use and benefit from it. Luxury brands, in particular, are masters of desire creation. LVMH does not sell handbags. It sells membership in a world that the customer aspires to inhabit. The product is the entry ticket. The desire is for the identity. The fourth stage is action. All of the preceding work is wasted without a clear, specific, easy path to action. The action stage is where AIDA encounters the most friction, and where the most value is lost. Studies on digital conversion consistently show that reducing the number of steps between desire and action, fewer clicks, fewer form fields, fewer decisions, produces dramatic improvements in conversion rates. Every additional step is an opportunity to lose the sale. Amazon's one-click purchase, introduced in 1999 and patented until 2017, was a pure action stage insight. The desire was present. The friction in the purchasing process was destroying it. Removing that friction increased conversion in ways that were commercially transformative. Digital marketing has not replaced AIDA. It has given marketers an unprecedented ability to apply AIDA at each specific stage with separate tools and channels calibrated to that stage's requirement. Attention is typically generated through paid social advertising, search advertising, influencer content, and public relations. These channels are optimized for reach and initial engagement, not for conversion. Measuring them on conversion metrics is a category error. Interest is built through content marketing, articles, videos, webinars, product comparisons, educational resources. The goal at this stage is to provide enough value that the prospect opts into continued engagement. Email lists, newsletter subscribers, and social media followers are interest stage assets. Desire is built through case studies, testimonials, free trials, product demonstrations, and personalized communications that connect the prospect's specific situation to the product's specific capability. Salesforce's entire customer marketing operation is essentially a desire-building machine, using documented customer success stories to show prospects exactly what their world could look like. Action is triggered through promotions, limited-time offers, clear calls to action, simplified checkout processes, and well-timed sales conversations. The action stage is where data analytics provides the most immediate return, identifying which actions, at which moment, with which prospect type, produce the highest conversion rates. 5 things to carry from this episode. 1. AIDA describes human psychology, not marketing tactics. The 4 stages, attention, interest, desire, action, are not marketing choices. They are the sequence that human beings move through before taking any significant action. Understanding this makes AIDA applicable to sales conversations, investor pitches, internal change proposals, and performance conversations, not just advertising. 2. Each stage requires different content, different channels, and different metrics. Measuring an awareness campaign on sales conversion is like measuring a foundation on whether the roof is watertight. Each stage has its own job. Evaluate it on whether it does that job. 3. The most common AIDA failure is attention without interest. Brands invest heavily in attention-grabbing campaigns that do not convert to sustained engagement because the subsequent content is irrelevant or generic. Attention is the door. Interest is the hallway. Both need to be designed. 4. Desire requires emotional resonance, not just feature lists. People buy with emotion and justify with logic. Desire is created when the customer can see themselves in the story the product tells, not just when they understand what the product does. 5. Your action. Take your most important current communication, a proposal, a campaign, a pitch, and map it against the 4 AIDA stages. Does it capture attention in the first few seconds? Does it sustain interest through relevance? Does it create genuine desire through aspiration and evidence? Does it make action easy and obvious? If any stage is missing or weak, you have found your highest priority improvement. Coming up on episode 19 of The Catalyst, we ask what happens when a company decides to stop competing. Blue Ocean Strategy. The framework from W. Chan Kim and Renee Mauborn that challenges the fundamental assumption that strategy is about winning against competitors, and proposes instead that the most powerful strategic move is to create space where there are no competitors at all. Stay tuned.